David's here, the important guy.
Dude in the suit.
Oh, can't do much without my glasses either. What a top day we have today. It's been glorious. It's beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We meet here today to enjoy a name-giving ceremony. It is the occasion when the happy parents bring their child here to express before you, their very special friends and families, the thankfulness that is now theirs. Parenthood is a serious responsibility, and it can never be entered into in the spirit of light-heartedness. Although the coming of little ones into the lives of parents is not all serious and solemn, there is much happiness that can be experienced where children are concerned. From the time when we watch the helplessness of the young baby through the many stages of its growth, the days are full of happiness and exciting thrills. The first smile and the first tooth, the first words and the first steps are all stages of making the development of this child. Alan and Amanda recognise that in this little one, she is the bearer of the message of hope to the community, for it is in the life of each new child that the hopes of mankind are renewed. Time passes all too swiftly, and we must hand on the torch to those who come after us. So the home becomes a training ground for good men and good women. In it are bred either those who will be leaders of the new generation, showing men and women what is true and beautiful, or those who live only for themselves. It is certain that the more love this child receives, the more this child will benefit in her life, and the more love she will be able to give in return to others. The more people this child relates to, the more balanced and rich her life will be. So we all join together today in this service, thereby demonstrating to each other our willingness to share in the task of training this new life, guarding her from evil, teaching her what a thrilling and lovely thing life can be. In fact, it is the duty of each and every one of us here present to present this child in the coming years with a broad and balanced view of life, and to encourage her in the virtues that all people agree on as good: integrity, honesty, concern, fairness, and love towards her fellow humans. We should teach her to respect and to love, not to be vain or to have false pride, and to do unto others as she would have others do unto her. Let us teach her about the beauty of this earth, so she can cast away all that is ugly. Let us teach her to be helpful and to care about all creatures on this earth. Let us teach her the true meaning of love, love for her parents, love of nature, love of mankind, and love of God, so that love surrounds her. Let there be no room for the cancer of hate. We are all born equal in the sight of God, and if we love one another, the ills of mankind will disappear. So your presence at this celebration today is appreciated, as will be your interest and involvement in the years to come. This celebration is an excellent and convenient occasion for Alan and Amanda to refresh their memories of their proper roles as parents. What they feel is expressed well in the words of the prophet by Khalil Gibran. And it says, "And a woman who held her babe against her bosom said, 'Speak to us of children.' And he said, 'Your children, they are the sons and daughters of light's longings for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you, for life goes not backwards nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth.' In human history, there is no greater reflection in the arts than a young child's relationship with its mother. And I would like to read a quotation that expresses the beauty of this relationship. 'Bless this little heart soul that has won the kiss of heaven for our earth. She loves the light of the sun. She loves the sight of her mother's face. She has not learned to despise the dust and hanker after gold. Clasp her in your hearts and bless her. She has come into this land of 100 crossroads. I know not why she chose you from the crowd, came to your door and grasped your hands and asked the way. She will follow you, laughing and talking, and not a doubt in her heart. Keep her trust, lead her straight, forget her not in your hurry. Let her come to your heart and bless her. Why God made little girls? A speck of frills with a touch of pink, a touch of lace and a dainty wink. He mixed these in with some love for dance, and heaps of laughter, some beauty for chance. He added oodles more of joy and grace, then put some dimples in just the right place. As a final touch he included a curl, and with that he smiled, for he had created a girl. Amanda and Ellen have given this child the freedom to choose her own religion, based on her upbringing over the years ahead of her. She will be able to make an informed decision on whether or not to follow any particular religion. Freedom of choice is a wonderful gift which parents can give their child. All too often in this day and age, religious hatred and intolerance is an evil cloud which hangs over humanity. Tolerance and love must be taught to all children, and only then will mankind coexist in harmony and peace. It is customary for a child to have mentors known as godparents, who will take a special interest in the development of her moral, ethical, and material welfare. This is a serious responsibility and one not to be undertaken lightly. Ellen and Amanda have invited all of you here as their very special guests. They would like to have each and every one of you as godparents. But as this is impracticable, they have chosen just two. And I would like to invite Nicole and Andrew to come forward. Nicola, I'm sorry.
No, you shouldn't.
I always get into trouble. Nicola, Andrew, you have heard the duties of the godparent. Are you prepared and willing to carry them out to the best of your ability? Thank you. Amanda, will you please place your baby in the arms of Nicola, please? Alan, Amanda, and Andrew, would you kindly gently place your hand on this child? Hey, sweetheart. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Alan and Amanda, I now declare this baby born at 0910 hours, that's 10 minutes past 9 a.m. on Thursday the 10th of February 2000, to be known as
Tennille J. Brimley.
And so be it. Tennille, may life's richest joys and blessings be yours. May you grow in health of body and mind to full womanhood, and may it be your good fortune to play some worthy part in making life a more pleasant and lovelier place for those with whom you come in contact. And I would like to read another little poem, and it says, God made the world with its towering trees, majestic mountains and restless seas, then paused and said, it needs one more thing, someone to laugh, to dance and to sing, to walk in the woods and to gather the flowers, to commune with nature in the quiet hours. So God made little girls, with laughing eyes and bouncing curls, with joyful hearts and infectious smiles, enchanting ways and feminine wiles. And when he'd completed the task he'd begun, he was pleased and proud of the job he had done. For the world, when seen through a little girl's eyes, greatly resembles paradise. Ellen, Amanda, one tiny life has come into your keeping, and will look to you for protection and guidance in the years that lie ahead. One tiny life is in your keeping, and will learn from you its very first lesson of love. I am glad that that tiny life is in such good hands. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention and your friendship here today. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the celebration in the hours ahead. And I ask you to please feel free to come forward to wish Tenniel well, to congratulate Amanda and Ellen and the godparents, and also sign the last pages of this ceremony that I have used here today, so that Tenniel will have a permanent record of your interest and attention and attendance. I would like to thank each and every one of you for participating with me in this ceremony. And now I'm going to ask the parents and the godparents to acknowledge in writing the promise they have made here today, and then I will present them with their naming certificates. Would you like to move over to the table for me, thanks?
Come, Gabby, you come too.
Do you want to take it inside or you want to sign it here? Okay. There we are. Down it up there. Can't go away.
You don't want to do it, Tim.
Hang on. Zoom around here. Close up.
Where's the zoom in button again?
Okay. And zoom out. Let's zoom in.
I want to do it after.
Can you see everyone?
Yeah.
Right, you can move it. You got to move it, Tamara.
Let me have a go.
There's the
Mum!
godfather.
Don't focus on Mum. Get it.
We don't want it to drop.
Just go off.
Which one zoom out? Okay, that one's
Get a close up of Amanda.
Come, Spunky, come in.
Let's try it on.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. There's your... Is that Jane? Oh, there's your godmother. Nicola. And we also have a certificate. Tell me that you're a parent. And this is the little ceremony that I used and the little pen as a keepsake. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Didn't even hurt, did it?
No, not the slightest.
No. Fancy me telling you you're a parent. Yes, I think so.
Come on, darling.
Doesn't even hurt, does it?
Oh, no, I didn't have to give birth. I get the baby without the pain.
And
I get to give it back.
that's the beautiful part, isn't it? Being able to give it back.